What's up, YouTube? This is Prickly Pears, and I'm coming to you live from my computer, as always. And today we're going to be programming a little bit of Python, because I feel that Python is a language that should be used a lot more often than it is. So what you're going to need for this is you're going to need Python, which can be got from python.org, not python.com or python.net, python.org. It's free, which is another great thing about this language. And see, we have all of these downloads. If you have a 32-bit computer, you're going to get x86. If you have a 64-bit computer, you're going to get 8664. And 8664 up here. If you have Mac, same thing, except right below it. And do not use the bzipped source file. It's not really required because, well, if you have Linux, then sure, go ahead. I'm not entirely too clear on that because I'm not the best with Linux. I prefer Windows, which is probably not the best decision. But also, we're going to need PyScripter. Now, PyScripter is another program. It's basically an IDE, integrated development environment, and it's just what you see here. It makes it a lot easier because, say I type in print and then I do parentheses, and what I get is I just get another parenthesis, which makes it easier for me when coding stuff. Now, you don't need to get this. I just love this program. It's a very nice program because it does what I just said, but you don't necessarily need it. Python comes with an IDE. As you can see, wait for it. It's gonna be here somewhere. Python 3.2 IDLE, but we're actually gonna be using Python 3.3, and it comes with this IDLE. So I'm going to just show you how you get to this sort of menu with the Python IDLE, which actually, it's a pun because of, see, Python was based off of a Monty Python because the guy who wrote it really liked Monty Python. So Idle is just the name of one of the actors. So what you want to do to get to one of these screens is you're going to click File, New Window. So that's all you need to do to get to here. It's the same exact thing as over here, except a little harder to type, and you don't get all this neat stuff around it, such as an interpreter you can use 24/7 or a code explorer. Anyway, moving on. So Python is an object and text-based program. So that means just objects and text. Now you can print text with a function that's called, wait for it, print. See, let's try this out. Hello world. So that's all we needed to do. Don't forget these quotes, they're very important, because in Python, quotes means a string, which actually in most programming languages it does. So we're just going to press run up here. If you're using the Python IDLE, you're just going to press F5 as opposed to clicking that or pressing F9 like this. Now, as you can see, it ran, and we have this output right here, hello world. Hold on, I'm just gonna check something. Alright, hello world. And so we could do hello world. My name is Python. So now we can just press F9, and as you can see, it updated. You'd have a lot of fun with this. You could print books, all of that. However, pretty limited when it comes to actually doing something useful. So now we're going to get into variables. Now, variables do not have to be in this. This is just a comment. In Python, hashtag is comments. So we'll just leave that out. Let's make a variable called cheese. And we will name we'll give it a string value. Here's these quotes, which means string. And we'll call this, cheese. No, we'll call this mozzarella. I'm probably gonna spell this wrong, almost definitely. And we will print I like. Now here's where it gets a little complicated. See, when you add things, say we would do cheese plus high, and then we'll have that be high cheese. If you're adding two strings, here's what happens. I'm gonna run this, and as you can see, we get I like, and then nothing appears to happen. But we could also just call the actual variable by typing in high cheese and pressing enter. And now it says mozzarella high. So this is what's behind when we do this. I like plus cheese. And press F9 and I like mozzarella. Now if we want to be more specific so that people know we don't like mozzarella iron, we could say you just put another plus and another string and cheese. I like mozzarella cheese. Now if we do like mozzarella iron, which I personally do not like mozzarella iron, I find the taste too metallic, we can just press I like iron. I like plus cheese plus iron. So apparently I like mozzarella iron, which I don't. So let's edit this out of it. You like mozzarella iron. Now what we could do from here is we could get actual input. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do name input. And then we're going to cheese input. Now input with parentheses, it's a function you call when you want to actually get input from the user. So now we'll do print name likes cheese exclamation point. Okay, so with PyScripter, a little window will come up and it'll say Python input. Now once our name, we know this because we've read the program, so we're going to put in my name. So we'll do Noah. And now it wants the cheese we like. Sharp cheddar. And now Noah likes sharp cheddar cheese. Now from this point on you can do a whole ton of crap. This makes it very effective and you can pretty much do anything with this. However, we like to get a little more advanced. Now, say the person didn't write this script, they wouldn't know that you wanted your name first. Well, you could have a print statement behind it. Name, please. Our program likes to shout a lot. It's why it uses exclamations so much. And now we get name, please. And I just realized a flaw. Now, when you realize a flaw, you can just cancel out, and then we can edit cheese. Now we should, in all purposes, name, please. Okay. Noah, flour, and cheese, please. Iron. So Noah likes iron cheese. So now, if we wanted to not do this and have it look a bit better, what we could do is we could type in here. We can put a string in here, and this is the prompt. So we'll do name. Prompts are very useful because they allow for text editing on the screen. Well, yeah, text editing on the screen. See, it's much more compact, and now when we run it, it's much clearer if people didn't look down here, they would actually understand what they were supposed to do. Sorry about that, Bandicam glitched out. So we have name, then we have cheese, and we're gonna put in Lao cheese. Noah likes Lao cheese. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this basic program. Now just to show you, this also works in the idle, IDLE. I have 2 of these idles because I have 2 Python versions installed. We're going to File, New, Copy, which I've already done. But anyways, let's just copy again. And now we're going to paste. And now, as you can see, we run it. I personally like the output better. Yes, we have to save this. So save it to C, or Python. Blarg. And as you can see, it works. Name. So now you've made your first interactive program. I personally like the text output of this one better than with the PyScripter text output. Now both of these can be avoided. Let's go to C, where our Python directory is. For me, that's Python 3.3. That's where we saved it. And let's click on Blarg. And as you can see, it opens up in this black window. So this is pretty nice, because that means if somebody doesn't, well, I suppose to kind of run this, they have to have Python. But if somebody doesn't know how to use the idle, they can still use your program. Name, Noah, cheese, mozzarella. And Noah likes mozzarella cheese. It closes immediately because that's the end of the program. But we can actually stop this with just a simple line of inputs. Now this isn't necessary, but it makes it so that when we run, I always like to have it at the end. Then when we run it, name, Noah, cheese, mozzarella. And then it waits until we press enter. So that's pretty much it to this Python tutorial. I'll see you guys in the next episode.